Chapter 1. Computer hardware is the equipment, what you might call the box. It also includes a mouse, perhaps a keyboard, disk drives, and that is any equipment that helps us get things into and out of the computer. We also are interested in software. Software is what we will focus on this semester, and it tells the hardware what to do with the instructions that a programmer will write. Three major operations that we are concerned with: input, that would be values given for calculation; processing, calculations and comparisons performed on that input; and output. This is the result that we're looking for, the answer that we're trying to generate. If we want to add 2 plus 2, the result would be 4, and that's what we'd like to output. We will use a programming language called Python in this class. We will write instructions for the computer, and we have rules for writing those instructions. The punctuation, exactly what needs to come first, just like in any kind of a spoken language. The term syntax is the word that we will use that when we talk about how a sentence or an instruction is calculated. And if we make an error in those, we call those syntax errors. We can all make certain kinds of errors in our computer programs. We deal with 2 of them. Syntax errors would be one. That means we haven't constructed the sentence correctly or the instruction correctly. In a case of a syntax error, the computer program would not execute. Another type of error, though, that we can make, even if everything is correct in the sentence structure or the instruction structure, we can still have errors in the way we've told those instructions to be executed. So the sequence of instructions that we've given, we may take those and get those out of order. There's a program development cycle. We're interested today in just a few of those to start with, and the first one that I will mention is one that says we need to understand what problem we're trying to solve. When we know that, we can write out a solution, and we can write instructions in a computer programming language that we know. When we understand the problem, then we will plan the solution. And we'll write that out in a particular tool. We'll write the code in Python. And then we will do other things. So of these instructions, these parts of the development cycle, we will be most interested today in the very first few. So in our programming development cycle, we're interested in understanding the problem. Once we do that, you can see that we continue all the way with the rest of these steps. And as we plan the logic, which would be the next step after understanding the problem, we would use an algorithm, which is a sequence of steps, another set of rules that we have to follow, and we have 2 common planning tools. Those are flowcharts and pseudocode. You will actually have worked on some flowcharts and pseudocode in your class today, and you will have gone through understanding how to determine how to solve problems with those. Now, when we get a planning done, then we want to check and make sure that the steps make logical sense. So we will walk through our program's logic before we start to write code. Thank you.